Hey everyone, welcome to the channel and welcome to a Valheim guide. Today we are going to be defeating Moda. As of me recording this intro, I have already defeated Moda, so I'm just going to go over the things that helped me in this boss fight. So let's quickly look at the items that I took with me. Now not all of these items you need, and you don't need necessarily as much as what I took, but let's go over it quickly. Okay, so I took an iron mace, which I never used, but I would recommend that anyway. I took an iron sledge, which I did use on the rock column, but eventually the rock column left me alone, so I didn't need it. I would recommend these two weapons in case wolves come around and stuff. I actually did use the iron mace now that I think of it, because there were wolves that did come during the boss fight. Okay, anyway. So I would recommend those two weapons. I would also recommend a shield. So I had a serpent scaled shield. I do recommend a shield, not that I use my shield, but just in case, like in case there's wolves, a lot of rock columns, you name it, drakes flying around, you know, anything could happen, so have a shield with you. I took 2 Draugr fangs, but I ended up having to get a third one, so I'd recommend 3 or 4. If you are going to miss a lot of your shots, you're probably going to need a third or fourth bow. I took 10 medium health potions. If you guys don't know how to unlock health potions, you have to get certain berries from the plains field. So then you can unlock the medium... Oh no, sorry, that's for the medium stamina. Okay, anyway, I took 10 medium health potions. I only used 4. I would still recommend 10 just in case something goes wrong. And let's say you're faced with a lot more other enemies than what I was. Okay, so the medium stamina potions, this is what you use those special berries that you get in the plains field. I will quickly get the name for you. Okay, so to unlock the medium stamina, you need cloud berries from the plain field. Okay, so I took 10, I used 7, so I'd recommend taking 10 just in case. The same with the health potions. Anything could happen and you may need extra, so take extra if you feel that you're going to need it. Okay, so I took 10 frost resistance. I don't know why, because I only used 1 because they last quite a while, but I'd recommend taking a few just in case, just like the stamina and the health potions. Okay, so I took 400 obsidian arrow. I would always take extra if I was you, just in case you do miss your shots, and I used 261 and I missed quite a few of my shots. If you guys watch the video, you'll notice that I was shooting the mountains instead of the actual boss. Okay. Then I took serpent stew, which gave me 80 health. I took cooked meat, which gave me 40 health, and I had sausages, which gave me 60 health. For the armor, I had a drake helmet, wolf armor legs, and wolf armor chest. I also had a lox cape to fight off the cold. And then you need the 3 dragon eggs, obviously, to summon the boss. Okay, so to unlock the location for this boss fight, you need to look for the stone buildings where the skeletons spawn, much like in the Black Forest, where you'll find a bunch of these stone buildings and these skeletons are running around there. They are also in the snow biome, well, the mountain biome, and you'll find a stone, and you just go ahead, read it, and then you'll have the location unlocked. After you have defeated Moda, you will get a trophy, which will... the wind is on your side or something like that, so when you're sailing, the wind's going to be pushing you the way you want to go, if I understand correctly. I hope I understand correctly. Well, yeah, that's my understanding. Anyway, and then you also pick up dragon tier, and when you pick up the dragon tier, you unlock the artisan table. You're going to need this artisan table to get a windmill as well as a blast furnace and all that stuff. So you have to complete Moda before you can continue with the rest of the items that you want to start collecting. Okay, so let's quickly talk about Moda. I'm also going to talk about the enemies in the area. Make sure that before you do this boss fight, you make sure that it's clear around you. Obviously, stuff will respawn. I checked and made sure that there was nothing around me, and then later on in the boss fight, you'll see that a rock column popped up. So yes, rock columns are not nice. They are not nice at all. When I saw that thing, my heart was racing. This is actually the second time I've done this boss fight. The first time went horribly south because of a rock column. I actually ended up dying 4 times. I was going to put that as a video for you guys, but I decided that was poor quality content on how to defeat Moda. I mean, for Let's Play that would have been fine, but for this kind of video, I was just like, no, that's not how we defeat Moda. We don't die 5 times, run back and try again. We have to defeat him in one shot for you guys. Okay. So make sure there's no enemies around you, make sure you clean it up, and yes, make sure you have weapons for future spawning enemies, such as the wolves, the rock golems, and the drakes and stuff, because yeah, it's just not nice when you're trying to defeat Moda and you just cannot get rid of these little friends. Okay, so Moda has this attack where she throws these icicle things at you. I'm going to call them icicles even if it's not called that, but she blows out these icicles at you and they do quite a bit of damage. You do not want to get stuck in them because you will get frosted, so that's not nice. So what I recommend, as soon as you hear her while she's flying, like doing that roar and stuff, then you start running, jumping, just getting away from wherever she's going to be shooting those things. And then she lands, and what I would recommend is do not go close to her. She does a swipe attack, and she also blows out ice breath. So that does a lot of damage, so you don't want to do that. I did that the first time I did the boss fight, and it was not nice. So I wouldn't recommend going too close to her. If you do go close to her, go behind her. Don't go in front of her, because her swipe also hurts. With all the other 3 boss fights that we've done so far, so Eikthyr and Bone Mass and the Alder, we had a pattern, but with Moda we don't have a pattern. We don't know when she's going to start flying around. Well, we do know when she's going to start flying around, but we don't know how many times she's going to throw these icicles at you. You guys will see in the beginning of this boss fight that she throws these icicles at you once, and then she goes and sits down, and then it becomes 2 times, and then it becomes a lot longer, and you have to keep running around and stuff like that. So you guys will notice if you do watch the rest of the video. It's all there for you guys to see. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit so that the video is not too long, but yes, it took me about half an hour to defeat the boss. Not really half an hour, I'd say 25 minutes, but yes, and this was all solo. So I hope my recommendations will help you throughout this boss fight. Let me know if you come right, and let me know what you guys use, what other tactics you guys maybe use. And yes, overall, I hope my video helped you in defeating Moda, because the first time I did it was an absolute mess, and this was a lot better. Okay, if this video did help you, please leave a like, subscribe if you are new, turn on notifications for future Valheim videos or any other survival game that may appear on the channel. I hope you have a fantastic day. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.